This month in my Facebook business group, I am helping the women in my group identify who they need to become to create their goals. So many of us will set goals and we will miss the key to creating all that goals, and that is to become the person who can create that goals. Today I'm going to share with you 3 steps to identifying who you want to become so you can create those goals. My name's Ruth Duran. I'm a certified life coach. I help businesswomen create the life and the businesses of their dreams. I help them create the life that supports their business and the business that supports their life. And this month, we're talking in my group, my business group, I'm helping them identify that they need to become the person who can achieve their goal. And today, 3 steps I'm going to teach is how to really identify who really that is. The first thing we have to do is we have to really identify who are we now? Where are we now? What have we done that has created the results that we have created right now? See, my friends, before we know where we're going, we have to know where we are now. And before we even can start going in the direction of where we want to go, we have to identify, why are we here? What is this person that we are? Who are we and what created us? And knowing that will help us then identify what are the steps that we need to take to become the person who can have our goals. So first you have to know, who are you? Where are you now? Second of all, what do you want to achieve? And who do you need to become to achieve that? What does that future look like? Who are you when you are living in that future? Be very, very specific. This becomes your North Star. This becomes where you know where you're going and to actually identify, am I becoming that person who can achieve my goals? You remember, the first thing is you have to identify where you are now and who you are now, and then identify where you are going and who you need to become. And so being able to really discern, you know what, that specific identification of what does that person who is living in my dream look like? What do they do on a daily basis? How much are they making? Who are they surrounding themselves with? Where do they get their information and their knowledge from? Really just become very, very specific. That North Star then really identifies all the obstacles that are in your way to becoming that person who can have your goal. Really just looking and saying, okay, this person who's creating my goal right now is flaky. She says she's going to do something and doesn't do it. When the person who I need to become, who achieves her goal, she keeps her word to herself. She honors her word to herself like it's law. If she makes a commitment to herself, she does it. The person who is here, who's created the result that I do not want, she literally doesn't keep commitments and doesn't say, when she says she's going to do something, it's just a good suggestion. But the person who achieves her goal, she is committed. She keeps appointments on her calendar like she is having an appointment with the CEO of her company. And it's very, very important. Actually, because I am the CEO of my company, that's very important. And so noticing, that's where I am now. That's where I need to go. And so what do I need to do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis? How do I need to evolve? What is the obstacle that's stopping me from keeping my word to myself? What are the patterns and habits that I have done in the past that's helped that happen? The next part is getting very, very organized. This is organized and planning, which will help you break down who you are now and who you need to become, and really just break it down into what we call at my school, do goals. Action steps to overcome the obstacles that are coming up. And so you might identify as you're organizing and you're writing and planning down everything, and this is the person that I need to become. This is what they're doing. This is how they show up in the world. Maybe I need to take a class on something, or I need like a marketing class, or I need to get coached on why I don't keep commitments to myself. It really creates really clear next steps of what you need to do. In my group this month and last month, I also talked about how to organize your space and your surroundings. But today, I am talking about actually organizing your goals, sitting down and planning, sitting down your steps. And this, again, is where it's very important to know where you are now and where you are going, who you are now and who you are becoming, because that creates those steps that you need to take, that you become the person who can achieve your goal. This shows you what that is between you now and the person you are becoming, who achieves your goals. All this awareness, like I said, becomes do goals and helps you become who you want to be more efficiently and effectively, because you're not going all over the world taking 50,000 classes. But once you know who you are becoming and what skills and what tools that person needs, it's clear. It's like this and then this and then this. It becomes crystal clear and creates momentum and enthusiasm. The clearer I have become, the clearer I have identified where I am now and who I am now, where I'm going and who I am becoming, the more enthusiastic I have become, the more like just even the way I talk about my future goal becomes so much more filled with excitement and the enthusiasm, the momentum that I create, because it's like clear. When you know what to do next, you can do it. The other part of knowing where you are now and where you're going is becoming very, very self-aware. For you to know who you are now, what habits and systems you have put in place that have created the life that you have now. That creates some self-awareness in you, that you not only understand what built the relationship with a person I have today, me right now, what has built the relationship with me today, and then who am I becoming? And how can I build a relationship with that person? What steps do I need to take to build that relationship? Being very, very clear, knowing, okay, that woman, she is a CEO of $1 million business. What kind of a relationship does she have with herself and other people around her? So really being very specific. Self-awareness lets you know that, lets you even know as you're evolving into that person, are you hitting your goals? Are you hitting your mini steps along the way? Are you showing up like you want to show up? Being self-aware also lets you know what are your current strengths and weaknesses. So many people will spend time, if we don't even know where we are now, why we are here, who we are now, we don't know what our strengths and our weaknesses are. And so we try to go to work and try to fix it all. Save yourself time. Create some self-awareness, which is one of the things I help my clients do. Identify and create some self-awareness and know what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses, and spend the time in, depending on what kind of a business you're building, either enhancing your strengths or turning your weaknesses into strengths, which comes back to where are you now? Where are you going? Being very crystal clear in that. Crystal clear in that lets you know where you're going to spend your precious time and energy on. And also, like looking where you are now, what motivates you now? What inspires you into action? And being clear who you need to become and where you're going, identifying what will motivate you when you get there. Chances are what motivates you now is not what's going to motivate you when you become the person who can have your goals. And so being really aware of that and seeing, okay, how do I balance both of those? The other thing about being self-aware is really evaluating, looking at the things that you are doing, the things that have created who you are now and the things that you need to do to create who you want to become, and evaluating what worked. What did I do well? What is the things that I'm doing that are just second nature? You know what? What should I stop doing? What are the things that I'm doing that are not helping me even be the person I want to be, let alone be the person that I am becoming? And third, you know what are the things I need to stop doing? What are the new things I need to incorporate into my life so that I can start doing to become that person? When you are self-aware, it becomes, like I said, crystal clear and creates the path like a GPS. Where are you now? Where are you going? I can tell you the quickest way to get there because that is very clear. So my friends, if you would like to evolve into the person who can create your goals, send me a private message. Let's schedule a consultation session. Let's identify what is between the person you are now and the person you are becoming. And who do you need to become to achieve your dreams? Thank you so much and have a very blessed day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.